Hi folks, it's Ray back in the shop, back in the dungeon. I'm going to start putting some piston rings on our pistons, get ready to put into our 350-400 horsepower motor. I wanted to show you a couple things here. We got a bottom ring. It's hard to see. Can you see that groove in that ring? That groove goes right through into the inside of the piston, and that allows oil to come through your oil ring. Now your oil ring is, let me put this down, is a three-part ring. You have the bottom scraper ring, which is very thin, your spreader ring, which the oil comes through the piston and through that, and then your top scraper ring. And they all go together and fit in this groove. Now I'm going to put this together for you quick. With these rings being that they're so flexible and springy, we're not going to need our tool to put these in, so I'm going to put this one in here, and I'm going to make sure it fits nice. That's our center part of the ring, and then we're going to put our bottom part on. Like I said, we're just going to do this by hand. Just wind it on nice and easy. Don't force anything. It should go on very simple. And it fits underneath that center wavy ring. Now we have the upper scraper ring. Same thing, but it goes on the top of that wavy center ring. And it goes on just the same way. Simple, simple, simple. Now we got that together. We want to make sure that turns in our piston very well. You can see how that goes into the groove, and how much thicker that ring is than the top two rings. Okay, now we're going to step to the second ring, and we know this is the second ring because it says right on the bag, second groove. Now on this ring itself, it goes in the second groove. And on the ring, it says right on the ring, I don't know if we have enough light here for you to see, I doubt it, but it does say top on there. That must face the top of the piston. You don't want to put these on upside down. They won't work properly. You're going to have nothing but troubles. So we're going to make sure with that top upwards, we're going to put it in our tool, which is just a backwards type pair of pliers. It's going to spread this ring nice and even. Instead of trying to wind it on by hand, which you could snap these rings, and you can't just go buy one ring. You have to buy the whole kit. So you got to be very careful with these. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to open this up slowly until I get it open far enough that it's going to slip down over that ring all the way down to the middle groove. And then we're going to let it go. Now you're going to get that on there and you think, boy, that's awful sloppy. Can that be right? It is. When you compress these rings into the piston and put them in the cylinder, that sloppiness you're seeing is actually spring, and it pushes that ring out against the cylinder wall to create a seal. So now I'm going to go through and put my second rings, rest of my oil rings and my second rings on all these pistons, and when I do the top piston, I'll come back and show you what it looks like all together, and then we'll get ready to put these in the motor. Alright guys, when I get that done, I'll come back and see you. Thanks.